Peaceful slumbers keep, in hushed whispers, secrets start to creep. A tap, a scratch, a ghostly presence near, a knock, a whoosh, a silent spark of fear. Fainter still, the echoes softly knock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on time's eternal clock.
From sleep you awoke me, changed my tranquil night. Now vengeance stirs, my goal to bring a blight.
I asked,
who's there?
In reckless, fearful plea.
But care you lacked, in darkness let me be.
Love, a twisted fate, and death, our only choice. In endless light, your stride became my voice. Upon my coffin, your steps did fall. A vow you made, a cross, a destined call. You altered his plan, his hand in your command, a wormhole's path through time's shifting sand. My arm, my toe, in pain they cried and moaned. You held on tight, my peaceful rest dethroned. You saw me once, yet yearned for my return. Release me now, let your desires adjourn. My destiny, a death serene and still, ruined by your urge, against his will. Life's rules, you dare to bend, a hasteful lie. Now face the consequence as moments fly. With every breath, with every mournful sigh, pay for your trespasses as time goes by.
The night was cold and wet, but in the small parlour of Mr. and Mrs. Braganza, the blinds were drawn and the fire burned brightly. Father and son were at chess, the former, who possessed ideas about the game involving radical changes, putting his king into such sharp and unnecessary perils that it even provoked comment from the lady knitting placidly by the fire.
Hark at the wind,
said Mr. Braganza, who, having seen a fatal mistake after it was too late, was amiably desirous of preventing his son from seeing it.
I'm listening. Check. I should hardly think that he'd come tonight. And check it. That's the worst of living so far out of all the beastly, slushy, out of the way places to live in. This is the worst. Pathways are bored and the roads are torrent. I don't know what people are thinking about, but I suppose since only 2 houses in the road are lit, they think it doesn't matter.
Never mind, dear. Perhaps you'll win the next one.
There he is. There you are. Charlie, you old scallywag.
Yes, George. You'll be no more stupid and...
Why does no one acknowledge my presence, ever?
Oh, no, please come in.
Yeah?
Sure.
You go with Sergeant.
Ah, that's so much better.
Sergeant Major Charles Morris, this is my dear wife, Eliza, and our son, Samuel.
And this is my darling wife, Wilma.
Sit here by the fire, Sergeant Major Morris, and warm up. Would you like a glass of wine, Miss Morris?
Yes, thank you.
Was the walk from the train station terribly wet?
Not too bad. I've certainly seen worse.
I'm sure you have.
Well, my father has told me many stories about your adventures. Has he? I'm sure they've gotten better with time.
Is it my fault you've given us so much time to tell it without coming to tell it yourself? 21 years, Charlie's been off in the military, witnessing wars, plagues, and strange people. When he left, he was just a slip of a youth in the warehouse. Now look at him.
He doesn't look to have taken too much harm.
Oh, he was a much better looking lad. Had he ever listened to, it wouldn't have been the same as today.
I should like to visit Nepal myself, just to look around a bit, you know.
Better where you are.
It's better if you be content in what you have.
Yes, of course, no doubt. I should like to see those old temples and that greenery. What was that you started telling me the other day about a monkey's paw or something, Morris?
You did not.
It's nothing. Nothing. Leastways, nothing worth hearing.
Monkey's paw?
Well, it's a bit of what you might call magic, perhaps. To look at, it's just an ordinary little clock. Right to a mummy.
Did I tell you to leave it there? Why do you still carry it with you everywhere you go?
You know I cannot do that, Vilma. You know it very well.
And what is there special about it?
It had a spell put on it by an old Buddhist monk, a very holy man. He wanted to show that faith ruled people's lives and that those who interfered with it did so to their own soul. He put a spell on it so that 3 different men could each have 3 different wishes from it.
And then, why do you have 3, sir? I did.
He very well did.
And did you really have the 3 wishes granted?
I did.
And has anybody else wished?
The first man had his 3 wishes sure what the first two were, but the third one was for death. And that's how I got the bomb.
Since then I've been telling him not to indulge in it. He never pays heed to my words. Please, Morris, give that thing and turn it to ashes.
Never!
But if you've had your 3 wishes, it's of no use to you now then, Morris. What do you keep it for?
Fancy, I suppose. I did have some idea of selling it, but I don't think I will. It has caused enough problems already. Besides, people won't buy it. They think it's a fairy tale, some of them. And those who think anything of it, they want to try it first and pay me later.
It's been like more of a curse.
But then, if you could have another 3 wishes from it, would you have them? I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, Morris!
No!
Yes! Finally!
Better let it burn! You don't want it. Give it to me. No, I threw it in the fire. If you keep it, don't blame me for the consequences. Please, pitch it in the fire like a sensible man. How do you do it? Hold it up in your right hand and wish aloud. But don't blame me for the consequences.
Sounds like the Arabian Nights. Don't you think
You might want to wish for 4 pairs of hands for me with all the work that you leave me alone to. Listen to Morris. Do not go ahead. I'm warning you.
Sergeant Colonel Morris and his wife Wilma made their goodbyes with just enough time to board the last train.
Colonel, your coat? Here you go. Well then, if the tale about the monkey's paw is not more truthful than the ones you've been telling us, then we shan't make much out of it. But then, at the same time, why would you want us to throw it away? Why, we could use it to be rich then, and famous, and unhappy. To begin with, wish to become your father, then you can't be at bed.
I don't know what to wish for. And that's fact. It seems to me, after all I've ever wanted.
But if you paid off the house, you'd be quite happy, wouldn't you? Well then, wish for 2 lakhs then. That'll just do it.
I wish for 2 lakhs. It moved as I wished. It moved in my hand like a snake.
But I don't see them much anywhere. I don't think I will.
It must have been your fancy, dear.
Well, never mind. So no harm was done. But it'll give you a shock all the same.
They sat down by the fire again, while the 2 men finished their pipes. Outside, the wind was higher than ever, and the old man started nervously at the sound of a shutter banging upstairs. A silence, unusual and depressing, settled upon all three, which lasted until the old couple rose to retire for the night.
It's late. Come back to bed, dear. Good night, Sammy.
Good night, Mom.
Sammy sat alone in the darkness, gazing at the dying fire and seeing faces in the embers. The last face was so horrible and so simian that he gazed at it in amazement. It got so vivid that, with a little uneasy laugh, he felt for his glass of water to throw over it. His hand grasped the monkey's paw, and with a little shiver, he wiped his hand on his coat and went up to bed.
In the brightness of the wintry sun next morning, as it streamed over the scrumptious breakfast table of scrambled eggs, caramelized onions, and a refreshing glass of mango juice, the Braganza family relished their breakfast as they beamed with laughter over their eccentric fears of the night before. Sammy, your breakfast is getting cold.
Morning, Father. Morning. Morning, Mother.
Good morning, sleepyhead. Now hurry and eat your breakfast. You're late to work. Oops, drop your sausage, sorry. Eat!
Oh, you were trying to feed me that old monkey's hand?
At least she was cooking it first.
No, I was not. Now where did that sausage roll to?
You mean you were trying to feed me dog?
Oh, put it over there.
Sorry, Mr. Monkey Hand. If you were a monkey mouth, maybe you could join us. But how did you get onto the table, I wonder? Thank you for the good breakfast, Mother.
You're welcome, dear.
I hope old Morris will get to bed on his way back to the train station. Well, as he said, he's seen worse.
I suppose all souls are the same. Idea of our listening to such nonsense. I mean, how could wishes be granted in these days? And if they could, how could 2 lakh go to you, Randall?
It might even drop in his head from the sky.
Morris said things happen so naturally that you might, if you wish, attribute it to coincidence.
Well, don't bake into the money before I come back. I'm afraid it'll turn you into a mean and avaricious skinflint. And we should have to disown you.
Oh, get on with you, or you'll be late to work. Here's your cap. And lunchbox.
Thanks. Bye, Dad.
Goodbye, Sammy.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Come, have some breakfast before it gets cold. I like how you fried the onions with the eggs. Very tasty. Is there more sausage? Or is the one you threw away the last of it?
Wishing on a monkey's paw. I can't imagine you'd believe in such things.
Me?
The whirring sound of the screwdriver and the rhythmic swish of the broom resonate as it comes to life.
Well, it's 4 p.m. and still no sign of money. Sammy will have some funny remarks at dinner time.
I dare say. But for all of that, the thing moved in my hand, that I'll swear to.
You thought it did.
I say it did. There was no thought about it. I had just... What's the matter?
The well-dressed gentleman outside. He has stopped at our gate 3 times as if to enter.
Maybe he's bringing up to relax.
He's coming up. Oh! Good day, sir. May I help you?
Are you Mrs. Briganza?
Yes, I am. Please come.
Thank you.
Please have a seat.
Please excuse our untidy parlor and my husband's old coat. He was working in the garden.
I was asked to call. I come from Moore and Meetings.
Is anything the matter? Has anything happened to Sammy? What is it?
There, Liza. Don't jump to conclusions. I'm sure you haven't gotten us bad news, sir.
I'm sorry.
Is Sammy hurt?
Badly hurt, but not in any pain.
Thank God. Thank God for that.
What happened?
I'm sorry. We were all really fond of Sammy.
What happened?
Sammy was caught in the machinery. He was working in the right wing of the factory when suddenly he is dead.
No! My son!
Sammy! Sammy was me child left to us. It is hard.
The firm wished me to convey their sincere sympathy with you in your great loss. I beg that you will understand that I am only their servant and merely obeying orders. I was to say that the Mournagans disclaim all responsibility. They admit no liability at all, but in consideration of Sammy's services, they wish to present you a certain sum as compensation.
What is it?
2 lakh rupees.
In the huge cemetery, some 2 miles distant, the old people buried their son and came back to a house steeped in shadow and silence. It was all over so quickly that at first they could hardly realize it and remained in a state of expectation. Sometimes they hardly exchanged a word, for now they had nothing to talk about, and their gaze were long to loneliness.
about a week after that the old man, waking suddenly in the night, stretched out his hand and found himself alone.
Come back to bed. You will be cold.
It's cold over my Sammy. The monkey's paw!
Where is it? What's the matter?
I want it. You've not destroyed it.
It's on the mantel. In the parlor. Why?
I only just thought of it. Why didn't I think of it before? Why did you think of it?
Think of what?
The other two wishes. We only had one.
Was that not enough?
No, we have one more. Now go and get that Prashant back alive.
Come back to bed. You don't know what you are saying.
I had the first wish granted. Why not the second?
A coincidence. A coincidence.
Go and get that wish.
Sammy has been dead for 10 days. Besides, I would not tell you this before, but I could only recognize the body from the clothes. If it was too terrible for you to see then, how now?
Bring Sammy back! Do you think I feel the child I am yours?
Here is the accursed thing.
Where?
It is foolish and wicked.
Where?
I wish my child alive again. Ah!
The old man sank trembling into his chair as the old woman with burning eyes walked to the window and watched and waited. He sat until he was chilled with the cold, glancing occasionally at the figure of the old woman peering through the window. Sammy!
Such a request to bring the dead back to life. This thing cannot have such power. Come back to bed.
I'll wait.
Please.
The old man, with an unspeakable sense of relief at the failure of the talisman, sank back into his chair. Oh, Sammy! But it was at least half an hour before the old woman came, silently and apathetically, to sit beside him. This darkness is oppressive.
The candle is burnt out. I'll get another.
What's that? What's that?
A rat. He passed me on the way.
It's Sammy! It's Sammy!
Eliza, what are you gonna do?
It's our child! It's Sammy! I forgot. The graveyard is 2 miles away. Let me go!
Don't let it in.
You're a little child! Let me go! I'm sorry, Sammy! I'm open the door, Sammy! I'm open the door!
No, Eliza. No!
Help me, Landon! I'm not in your mood!
Where is that a ghost monkey for? son, I should have listened to Morris.